enough money doing it.
That was just...
That's a pretty one.
That's the Rainbow Bible.
I told them that the other day at church, 4 brothers on the sick list. Practically all of us terminally ill. There's Carson.
That's your brother?
That's the oldest one. That's Harm. And this is Ernest. He's got cancer. He's
Harold.
And
Harold's
Lurie,
cousin.
that's a cousin. Harold is. These 4 right here is brothers. On the
Lurie's
sick
in
list.
the nursing home.
Who is
Lurie, he's next
Yeah.
to the oldest.
Yeah, he's been in the nursing home. He's the one to come with us to your granddad's funeral, Lurie.
Okay, John, you might mention who this is.
Okay, this is Hiram Tipton. This is Fielden. Let's see. It's Fielden, Josie, Jane,
What am I hitting here?
and who else? Dave. No, is it Dave? No,
No, that's Dave Gooch.
Dave Gooch. I'm getting messed up. This is Myra or Mary Warwick Tipton. And this is my great-grandfather and grandmother. This is the first picture I've seen of them. There's probably not
Is
too
that
many.
the first time you'd...
Never laid eyes on them. Hiram, hey, listen, Hiram, 6 months ago, I never even knew their names.
Do you need an extra one of these?
Yeah, we got one of those. So who gave us that? Did you give us? Oh yeah, you marked this up.
Yeah, we marked that up.
Yeah,
But
this is
then
all.
Harlan run some copies. I've got an extra copy if you need that.
Well, Ronnie's got these. He died in 1930, and he died in 1933.
Yeah.
And you spent time down on the farm with it, didn't you?
Yeah, before.
Okay, you'd have been 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, that's something like that. They'd come up here and I'd ride team model down there with
Now who,
Oscar and Josie.
did you, who has this picture now?
My son has the picture now.
It belongs to your son, who is Hiram.
Yeah, this son right here is one.
And what's his full name? What's his?
Harm Lynn.
Hiram Lynn.
Harm Lynn.
L-I-N?
L-Y-N.
L-Y-N-N. And that's, what's his wife's name?
Jan.
And their daughter is
Rebecca.
Rebecca, okay. And they have this picture here.
Yeah.
That way we know who has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they live
And he
in...
has Spencer and Janie too. He has a whole wall.
Oh,
of them
okay.
down
And
there.
does
They
he
live
live in
on
Johnson?
Cherokee Mountain, just down the road here on Cherokee Mountain.
I see, right here in Johnson City.
Yes, it's a Jonesboro route. Here's the Bible I had rebound. It's got a little...
Oh, you did have,
Lovely looking.
yeah, that's nice.
Before long, I'm going to have mine rebound. It's getting some...
And my newest Bible has got the index things all coming out of it. I never did fill all that stuff out.
This is getting to be a little bit older than most.
Oh, yeah.
You got a lot of helps here, too.
Yes, I have, and over in the, it's torn. They said I'd made a lot of marks and places there, but...
Well, I see some crown marks here. Was that you?
What?
Crown marks.
No, that's been some of the kids.
A couple of kids?
hello.
So on the census, her father's name was Isaac Warwick. Her father's name is Isaac Warwick.
Okay, that's just coincidental then that Hester's father...
Also, her uncle's name is Fielden.
Well, okay, I can understand. Okay, that would make sense. I said that Fielden's grandfather was Isaac.
Fielden. Oh yeah, Fielden's grandfather was
And
Isaac.
Hester's father was Ike.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a lot of Isaacs floating around there. Did he ever have to spank you?
Who? Granddad?
Yeah.
No, he was always good to me.
Well, a good team would spank you when you're being bad. and what about her? What was she like?
She was real good too.
Was she?
Yeah. Yeah, she was just like Abby and Mother and all of them. They were just as kind as they could be.
Good.
And Mother, she cooked for more preachers than any woman in Sinking
This
Creek.
is Jane.
Jane.
Yeah.
Yeah, the preachers always come there to stay all night over the weekends, you know.
Over this house she showed us?
Yeah, that house.
We got to go by there and get a picture of that in the morning.
That's
the
it.
house by the church where his mom Jane.
Oh yes.
And then we'll go up to the cemetery and get a shot of the.
Yeah,
We'll do it with sound too.
yeah.
Well, John, one thing you
The
like to
tombstones, Spencer and Janie, and then Spencer, his daddy, and Hannah.
Oh,
They all
Spencer's
buried.
daddy's there too, right? So we need
Yeah,
to get that.
we call Little Spencer and Big Spencer. He was a
So they're both Spencers.
yeah.
And Hannah is Janie's. No, it's your.
My Hannah was my grandmother,
Right. It was Spencer's.
That's Jane's mother right there.
and Big Spence. He was big and tall like you, but he is a minister.
See now, Big Spence he's your
My grandfather.
grandfather, yes.
Yeah.
And he's from this area, and he lived right here.
Well, they moved from Pigeon Roost down here to this farm. See, they swapped the place up on Pigeon Roost to some Hughes for that farm over there.
I'll tell you what, incredible. Somebody's gonna get all this down.
All right, brother. Where might we be right now?
Well, we'd be in Johnson City, Tennessee, emptying the ice chest out here at the
I got that light right behind me.
Fairfield Inn.
Empty the ice chest out.
Yes, ma'am. And it's late, 11 o'clock. We just came back from a wonderful visit with Hiram Barnett. This is Hiram Tipton's daughter Jane's son.
All right.
And he has a son named Hiram also. So the name Hiram's going on and on.
What was Jane's husband's name?
Jane's husband's name was Spencer Barnett. We're going tomorrow morning. We'll go up and see Spencer Barnett and Jane's funeral.
John, you know what that sounds like?
What?
You're talking. Let's say that's the water chest.
Oh no.
Oh, it's getting late, boys.
Let's make it sure that's the water chest empty in there.
Yeah, it does sound funny, doesn't it?
Room service.
Is that you, Ronald?
Room service. Yes.
Oh, just a second.
Oh, thanks, Ronnie. I appreciate that.
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you, brother.
What time is it?
7:15. These clocks are off. They threw me off too. The electric must have been off here too. Because it's 7:15. If you look at your clock on the table, it's off.
Well, it's just,
oh,
it's just
okay.
7:15.
I'll wait for your call.
All right, thanks a lot. I'll be right out.
I'm not in a rush. Take your time. We'll do a little tour with sound this time. We're getting ready for the trip today. Go to Pigeon Roost up in Hollow Poplar, North Carolina, tour over the other side of the mountains. A good night's sleep last night. And we'll pick this up when we start the trip. It's beautiful. Downtown Johnson City. Still fairly light. In fact, I don't see any traffic at all. There's a little traffic over there.
Go over and pick up Aster Lewis and Irwin, and we're going to go up to Pigeon Roost and look at the old home site. You're going to point some things out to us. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to some people like Bertha Barnett. No, Bertha Bird. And it's about 8:05 before we leave Johnson City. I'm going to go by and see Spencer. Help me out there, Spencer. Yeah.
Am I going to be on the news?
Read that
Ask
picture.
me for directions. I know.
It's
You know how to get there?
She told you right.
I didn't hear her. She jumped out of the window
Oh,
before.
did she? Go back out here on the street. Go to the second red light.
That way?
Turn left.
Turn left?
Second red light, turn left. That's State of Franklin Road.
All right.
When you get on State of Franklin Road, you'll go through 3 red lights. At the 3rd red light, when you get on State of Franklin, turn right,
That's
and that'll take you right down.
That's 67? Thanks. Did a good job.
Thank you.
Hurry back.
Clean the windows here for the get a shot of the Smoky Mountains. This is the first time we've seen the Smoky Mountains. We're on our way to where, John?
To Irwin, back to Irwin.
And to pick up Aster Lewis. We're going to local Hardee's for Aster sausage and biscuit sandwich.
Here's that wiper. Did you see that?
Look, here's the true Smoky Mountains.
True Smoky Mountains. That's it. That's a big, beautiful. Okay, so it's been 12 miles. So it's about 15 miles from Johnson City down to Irwin.
Got a cat just like that.
His name is Spencer.
Now look yonder, Troy, don't look away.
Well,
Red a little bit. Can't you smile? Young
Okay,
camera, smile.
This is Mr. and Mrs. Aster Lewis. Okay.
Smile, young camera. See Billy over there.
We're on our way to Holler Poplar now.
There's a lake.
Back to the bridge. This is John Tipton. Pastor John Tipton. This is Reverend Aster Lewis.
Not exactly town, it's just a
Younger brother of Hester Lewis. His father was Isaac Lewis.
Reading in the
His
books
mother
and things.
was
You read a lot
Rissa,
about
Isaac's
Iroquois.
second wife.
Historical.
Hester was the daughter of Isaac
In fact, there's a
Lewis, his
county
first
in
wife,
Iroquois.
Alice
We're
Hughes.
in Unicorn County now.
Oh, this is Unicoi County. I got you.
But I don't understand though how come it's called that village Unicorn. See, it's called Unicorn.
Where's your county seat?
It's right here.
Is Irwin? Okay.
Here at Aster Lewis's house. The neighbors. To Lois's sister, Daisy Buckles. I'll stop down and see her this afternoon. This is up here in the foothills of the mountains, Unicoi Mountains. Lois's house from a different angle.
I was visiting Ronald Barnett. Good.
Never know me, never said I appreciate it.
Yeah, he's been there for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Be careful.
From Irwin over to Holland Poplar. That's the first town we come to, isn't it, Poplar?
Yeah, township.
Township, yeah, it's not a big town, is it? So we're going up, this is Unicorn Mountains, right?
Yeah. Well, if you know Unecker Mountain, and we're across Unecker Mountain.
Unecker.
Yeah.
That's the name of the mountain?
Yeah, that's different than Unicorn, John.
Yeah, this is the name, well, it's Unicorn Mountains, but this is Unecker Mountain.
County's called Unicorn County.
Yeah.
But the mountain you go across is called the Unecker.
Yeah. So we've been going up for quite a while here.
Yeah.
We're climbing the mountain.
We're not there yet.
Yeah, they got a good road across there too. Yeah. It used to be just a gravel road, you know.
Yeah, was it gravel when you came across?
Well, back yonder, years gone by.
Yeah. How'd you come across? Did you have a wagon or did you drive?
Yeah. Well, on back day, we came across a motor vehicle sometime.
Touring car?
Yeah. But back in the years gone by, they crossed the wagon king, you know.
This road here.
Yeah.
This is probably where Hiram came across. Because he lived up in Poplar.
Yeah.
So your
They got a good road here.
great-grandfather, this is how he got down to Jones, or down to Limestone.
It most likely come on this road here because it's nearest out of Poplar and Pigeon Roost. It's nearest the road across. These other roads just follow around. And most likely that you keep across this road.
Well, we sure got a pretty day here, don't we?
Yeah.
We're clear.
I'm enjoying it too.
Are you good? I'm glad you are. I'm hoping
Enjoying the company too.
I'm not wearing you out.
No, we just have to get time. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it.
The road's getting a little twisty here.
Yeah. I don't know where you crossed the Spider Mountain Road back there on the top. It's pretty curvy.
No, I might have came down the other road. I don't remember this one.
What you find?
The other one's a little bigger than this one. This seems a little smaller.
Did you came from Aster Lewis?
Got some surveyors out here. Where's that view of? We're gonna get another shot of it up here.
Back down and takes across the mountain. If you came across where they're building that new highway over yonder,
Yeah.
they're really turning that mountain over.
Sure, look at there.
There's a place to stop up here at the
It's
bottom.
just a mountain in there of woodland and pasture land, I guess.
Okay.
North Carolina, welcome to North Carolina.
There it is, welcome to North Carolina.
I took a shotgun to a sign.
I know, it's pitiful how people do.
Yeah.
Mountain's a natural boundary between the states.
Yep, you see how you got on the top of that mountain there, Ron?
My ears have popped.
Yeah, that's the top. That runs all the way up the line.
Yeah. We're not come back this way,
Now we're going to go down into the Hollow Poplar.
Just right over the state line, huh?
Yeah. How's your sound on that thing? You got the plug out?
Yeah, the plug's out. Some hairpins, John.
Look at that. That's gorgeous. Do you like living over here in the mountains?
Well, I wouldn't want to more.
Yeah, it's a little rough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's too much inconvenience.
Yeah. Back over here. Boy, if you look across there, Ron, There go off the edge of that.
We live good and happy. There's a lot of hard work in it, though. Stay happy to keep them, you know. But
Anybody watching this video,
you
it's
got
hard.
something there. What is that? Look like what the meat and meat or something.
Oh, a little picnic pavilion.
Picnic ground. Yeah. Who's the back of it? Would it be a church? No, I don't know. Possibly, might be a church.
Yeah, probably a church picnic pavilion. Oh, these mountains are beautiful. These are beautiful mountains. Hope somebody doesn't come along and spoil it.
People don't share a little
Just to see. Mitchell Conservation District. Somebody put the mobile home in there.
Yeah, about that.
Or you want to walk out, sleepwalk up there. This house right here. This house right, 'cause I stopped in there one day and talked to a dear gentleman.
I don't know.
And there's a
This is called Poplar Creek.
Don't RV only.
They've got a road, but it's not paved up through
I
there.
wonder where that road goes.
Where's that?
That road there.
That's on up Poplar Creek. That's called Poplar Creek.
Let's see.
But it ain't paved up through
There's a little church here.
there. Yeah. Yeah, I preached here a different
You
time.
preach at this church?
Yeah. Sure have.
What kind of church is that?
That's Freewood Baptist. There's a missionary Baptist. There was. I don't know where they're going with it now.
What's this over here?
That's school.
That's a schoolhouse.
They don't take the children away from their town. I think it's Tipton Hill. I don't think they have school here now. They don't.
The old garage out there, bro. Garage out there. Get your car worked on over there.
Now that's the old school, country school, but they moved it to Tipton Hill. We're going by there.
Yeah.
But I just wonder what happened to that little church here.
Well, let me ask you something, Aster. How would you go from here to Pigeon Roost if it was 50 years ago? I know today we're going to drive over there, but if you went across the mountain, where would you cross it at? You know?
Well, I don't know.
You know where Bird Creek Holler is?
Yeah.
Is that kind of cross over here?
I don't know what it was.
Down here in Poplar Township. See if they'll wait for me.
Aster.
There go a lot of Christmas trees across.
Now, you know, I never noticed that train track before.
Well, I hear it is. I don't know where it is.
What's the boat launch? Oh, is there a river?
Yeah,
Okay, that's the Nolochucky River.
Yeah, you can't see it from this railroad.
Can I go down here?
Yeah, you can get over there.
We'll go launch a boat. You don't think Hiram took a boat down the mountain, did you? Now, that's probably Whitewater, isn't it?
Yeah, that's.
You wouldn't take a boat down there, would you?
No, I don't think it is. Now, let's see.
What kind of road are we on now?
This is a dirt road that goes back to the boat launch at Nolochucky River in Poplar on the railroad. like all the roads, all the railroads follow the river. Well, this certainly isn't a tourist trap down here. You won't get many tourists like here. I'm going to cross the railroad track here. You say this is the main line coming through here. This is the Clinchfield Railroad?
Yeah.
And they used to have a passenger stop here?
Oh, we don't want to get stuck on the tracks here.
Right? Look over here to the right.
You don't know what's back. You never know what.
You come plowing around that corner, we end our days in Holler Poplar.
No, he said the train comes out of the corner too fast, we're going to die right here in Holland Poplar.
Well, them passengers did used to go. They don't run here, though. I never could see myself staying on the railroad track. And see, here's the river.
This is the Tow River? No, this is... Well,
Looks like there was some flooding here not too long ago. Yeah.
Called Lost Cove. There may be a sign down. You see, there's a road here.
yeah, let's just take a little walk over here.
Yeah.
I see by the railroad track.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. They call it Lost Cove.
You've been to Lost
I
Cove
have been there.
when you were little?
Well, it's been a long time ago. I just, you know, it's been.
What would you ever, in the world would you ever do in Lost Cove?
I think they've got a church there. And I was just trying to get my mind together whether it was between here and up there at Huntdale. But since I see this road here now, I'm about to change my mind. I think it's down this way from Poplar down.
Oh,
Here's
okay.
what they
Would
call
it be in one of the little hollows? Can you
Yeah.
drive to it?
Well, yeah, it looks to me like there's a road down through there. It looks to me like. Is it now or not? I just can't hardly get my mind together that here.
Well, you're doing pretty good.
That's been a long time ago. I tell you. But these are, your map might straighten me out on that.
Yeah, we'll look at the map in a few minutes. I want you to tell me about this young lady who used to walk home from church.
Now you're going to get me. Yeah, you're going to get me.
Huh?
Wife's not around now.
Yeah, we won't let your wife see it here.
Oh, let's don't do all of that now. That's time gone by.
Yeah, you said she was a nice girl.
Oh, she was a fine girl, fine lady.
Yeah.
And church, you know.
Now that wasn't a train station by any chance, was it?
No.
Where's that at? Is it torn down?
Yeah, the station up here, see, and up here at Huntdale.
Huntdale's
And
the
up
station?
at Relief. See, they don't have no passengers through here no more.
Okay. Did they used to let passengers off here in
Yeah,
Poplar?
yeah, they get off. That's one way that they went back and forth, you know.
Yeah, where was the station?
Well, they had one up here, had out here, and they had what they call a depot, and you could go in there and buy your tickets, you know, to go wherever you was going there, and up at Relief, up at Huntdale, and at Relief too.
Huntdale's where my Uncle Henry was born.
Yeah.
And he's one just passed away last year. And Ramseystown's just below that.
Yeah.
They probably had a train station there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hester liked to have her babies in different places for some reason. She had
yeah.
in fact, I saw the birth certificate of, was it John and Rich? Ronald.
Ramseytown. They were born in Ramseytown.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh. That would be nice. Would you know what time the train comes?
Well, this here trains is going through here now. There's quite a lot on the road, but you can't tell.
Yeah, you can tell this is a live track.
Oh, it is, yeah. And it's done a lot more business now, I guess, than it did a few days ago, or since this trucker strike's been on, you know.
You're right.
There's how many thousand is on the strike of that trucker's strike, you know.
18,000 or something like that.
Well, it's way up yonder. Seemed to me like they said about 75,000.
One of the reasons I hear they went on strike is because they don't want the trains taking all the hauling all the stuff.
Yeah. And so there's no other choice. It's got to be transported somewhere, some way. And since they're striking, I don't know what they're doing. It may be going by rail.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to be going by rail.
Going by rail now.
Maybe before we leave today, the train will come by.
There's a lot of coal that's carried on this line too. It looks like, and I've seen it for years and years, these old big trains that come through here look like a mile long nearly of coal. It looks like it'd haul the mountains off.
Now, I hear a roar in the background. Is that traffic? No, that's the river.
That's Chucky.
That's Chucky River.
Yeah.
I don't hear any traffic, do you?
It's a quiet place down through here right now.
If you pan the camera around, you won't see a sign one.
No.
Now we come from an area of the country where there's so many signs, it's polluted with signs.
Yeah, I know it. Well, down there, there's no electioneering signs here.
Well,
nobody's voting around here, but down there in our counties down there, electioneering is getting pretty hot right now. You know, so many people's wanting to be elected for the county offices. You know.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's load up and go down to Huntdale.
Yeah, this takes us on across there to Huntdale.
Going down Huntdale.
Okay.
Good. Let me flick.
Yeah, well, there's wagons. You know, years ago where they had teams and wagons and done the transporting lumber and so forth by wagons, and they said that they had a road that they went right through a poplar, a big tree, and part of that tree stood on one side of the road and part on the other, and
the wagon go right through.
And the wagon went right through it. Now that must have been a large tree.
Did you believe that story?
Well, there must have been some truth to it. Well, there must have been. That's the way they told it.
Have you seen trees that big around here?
No, I've not seen that way in my day of growing up.
They cut most of those trees down, didn't they?
But it could be possible now. It could be all possible. Back in them days, timber grew large, you know. And today, they don't let them grow so large either. They keep cutting timber down, cutting it down.
Now, what were you telling me?
You see a lot of young timber growing, a lot of pretty poplar growing. They might let a lot of them get up bigger. I don't know. There's so many sawmills around, you know, and cutting them up and all.
What were you telling me about the chestnut tree?
Well, the chestnut tree was through here plenty for one time. And you could just get out and find plenty of chestnuts, you know. But I don't believe we could find a chestnut tree anywhere now.
Yeah, they use that to sell the chestnuts.
And they call it blight. It struck those.
That was about 1919, 1920 in there.
Yeah, well on up follow that, you know, back yonder. It's not been too many years back yonder. They were chestnut timber.
And they used that for a cash crop. They took those to Knoxville and over to Johnson City and sold them.
Yeah, that was good. Good to eat. I wished I had a bucket full of them now.
Plus you said
and they'd boil them, you know.
Oh, boil
them. Yeah, they boiled chestnuts. They'd be good. Or bake them and so forth like that.
Did you say that they had pigs would eat them?
Yeah, but the cattle were in the field and the pigs would roam the woods.
Yeah,
How do you know?
Because he told us. He told us.
Pigs, hogs, they'd eat them chestnuts too, and they'd eat the acorns and so forth like that. Different kinds. They called it mast. Yeah, and
that was the chestnut.
That covered the nuts completely. Without speaking, they called one another. You know, just say mask. You know, and
remember Ike, but I want you to tell my dad. Who does my brother Ronnie look like? You said yesterday, or Favor?
He favors Field.
Fielding?
Yeah. Yes, he does. Yeah. Eddie got looking him over there yesterday and hearing him talk and all, and sometimes he's a little bit slow about talking, you know. And
he was slow?
Yeah.
Oh, he was quiet.
Or quiet.
Yeah, he's quiet. He's never slow.
No, he's not slow, but he's just quiet about it. Maybe you think twice.
Yeah, he talks like a Yankee.
Yeah. Well, you know, it says think twice before you speak. Now, maybe that's what he did. Yeah. We had a good day yesterday.
Oh, we sure did.
Yeah.
We sure did.
And
do you ever go fishing around these creeks?
Well, I have back yonder.
I wonder if there's any fish in there.
This is a river here, but back there in Pigeon Roost Creek and Poplar, the trout.
Trout?
Yeah, rainbow trout. And then on up the creek is what they call speckled trouts, you know.
The nice ones?
Yeah, they grew pretty good and large, yeah.
Did they? Good.
Yeah.
Water's not polluted either.
No, it's not. And the trouts is good eating, and it's interesting to catch those trouts.
Yeah.
And the speckled trout was good there's kind of a mealy-like, more so than the rainbow, but it's full of bones. You just had to be so careful eating speckled trout. Any of them had plenty of bones, but I think that speckled trout is more.
Did Ike Lewis ever go fishing, or is he just too busy working?
Kept pretty busy. He might have fished some along, but he kept pretty busy. Just taking care of his things, you know, and all like that.
Did Fielding, do you know Fielding ever went? You don't remember Fielding too much, do you?
I can't, I remember him all right, but I can't remember hardly his occupations and what he was most interested in. I can't recall that too well.
Well, he was interested in Hester.
Yeah.
We know that, with 11 boys.
No doubt that.
And, he had, he didn't work all the time.
Yeah.
So he did some other things.
Yeah. When he said I do, he went all the way with it.
He went all the way. He didn't fool around.
Stop dribbling that change, John.
he said I do. He didn't waste no time.
That's true.
On TV from now on.
You know that guy there?
I can't remember.
That's Ike Lewis?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's his daddy.
Yeah.
He lived up in Pigeon Roost.
Yeah, I know them. I know all of them back in there.
Did you know Hiram Tipton?
Yeah, Hiram Tipton.
Where did he live?
He lived back up here, what they call the Flat Branch, up in there.
Yeah.
That's right, John. That's on your.
Do you know where Flat Branch is, Aster?
Not too well. I've heard of it, but.
Well, you can go right on over and just keep this road here, and it'll get on over here, and there's a road and turns you left.
Before you get to Pigeon Roost?
Oh yeah, that's about a half a mile over there.
Yeah.
You had that marked on your map. Flat
Branch is on there? Okay,
Well, you have a mark, that's where Hiram lived.
Oh, okay.
Could you introduce this gentleman?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, now this is, it's Mr. Peterson.
Yeah, Floyd.
Floyd Peterson. How long you been here, Floyd?
I've been here 84 years.
And where'd you live at before you lived here?
84 years. Is he 84 years old?
Oh, yeah. Well, amen.
Yeah, I moved, my daddy built this house and the store out there. I was about 6 years old. That house is 6 years old, you can tell how
And then
old.
you moved in here when you were 6?
Yeah, we lived up here in an old log house.
Yeah. Well, I was born and raised in an old log house on Pigeon Roost. Yeah.
This is a beautiful
Now
place.
these boys grew up there away from here, and that was Hester's grandchildren, and Field and Hester.
Yeah.
And you know, I haven't seen them boys. Yesterday I got acquainted with them. And I told them, my wife this morning, I said, when they leave, I want to tell them I don't want to be as long next time I see you. I said, I'll get them live.
Yeah.
She had never seen them before.
No.
Oh, hadn't they? And they began to inquire a lot, and some of them up on Pigeon Roost said, now if you want to find out something, see Aster Lewis, said he can help you tell us something.
Well, Mr. Peterson, Fielding had 11 sons. 11 boys. And when he left here in 1928, went to Pennsylvania because of hard times.
Yeah.
But this was Henry, one of his boys who lived down here. He was 14 years old. This is in Pigeon Roost. He had a team of horses.
Yeah.
That was Henry a little bit later on. I don't know if you remember any Fielding's children or not.
No, I don't. Yeah, my daddy, we moved in here, I've been here 84 years now.
Yeah.
Last month.
You remember Aster Lewis?
Hester, yeah.
That's Hester there.
Yeah.
That was one of my daddy's first children.
Pigeon Roost, I know all them there. You know any of them Googes up there?
Yeah.
Gibbs Goose.
Yeah, no Gibbs, yeah.
One of my son-in-law, he married one Nat Googe's boy.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Googe, okay.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Googe?
No, it's Nat Googe. That's my son-in-law's daddy. Gibbs Googe.
He was a preacher.
He was a preacher, yeah.
Gibbs
Church
Googe.
of Christ, Christian church.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Now, you said you had a son-in-law named Tipton?
Yeah, Ted.
Ted Tipton. And where did they live?
Lived up here at Huntdale.
He lives there now?
No, he lives in Renfro.
Oh, he's in Burnsville
He
now.
married my youngest daughter.
What's he do now?
He's a boss over in the Ben Raven factory.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he started out as sweeping, now he's in all over it.
That's just nice.
Yeah.
And is your wife still alive?
No, she's been dead about 37, 2 years.
I see. You live by yourself, or you live?
Yeah, I stay with my daughter every night.
Oh, okay. You take care of this place?
Yeah, my daughter's out.
Who did she marry?
Who?
Your daughter?
She married Googe, Kenneth Googe.
Kenneth?
Kenneth Googe up
Well,
on Pigeon Roost.
Yeah. Well, me and Kenneth Googe went to school together.
Did you?
Yeah.
Kenneth and Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Gibbs's children.
You take care of this place all by yourself?
And all the girls helped me.
Oh, she helps you, doesn't she?
Briscoe Peterson, was he?
That's my brother.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
He used to
Yeah.
What's this
Briscoe.
noise I hear?
train.
That comes through here very often?
Oh, yeah. That's a big traffic through here.
Yes, it is.
You remember when it was a train station here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you?
You buy your tickets here. And since that trucker strike, I guess there's more on the line too.
Yeah.
It's about $75,000 work, I think.
Well, I know them all. I used to work on a railroad.
Yeah.
Well, that's a big train.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haul 7, 8. They got 900 diesels bought. Yeah.
They do.
They bought 900 more diesels.
How do you sleep with that? You don't even hear it.
I'm used to it. When them locomotives on park, old Malays and 400s come through here.
Well, they're no big things.
They tie it up down through that
Yeah.
gorge.
Go real fast?
Yeah, they coming out of that gorge, they're pulling it.
Yeah.
That's steep grade down there.
Yeah, steep grade.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's coal cars.
Yeah.
I've thought a lot about so much coal going out on these big long trains.
Well,
Looks like
there's 6 and 7.
looks like it'd haul the mountains away at a while, don't it?
6 or 7 train loads to go through here.
Yeah.
Where are they getting the coal from?
Virginia back in there.
They're taking it down south or something?
Virginia. I guess Kentucky too, don't they? Get some,
Yeah,
I think.
they go this, they go south with it.
They say it's going south all the time.
Really?
See, there's Paintsville used to own this railroad.
Yeah.
They sold it out to another company, and this company bought it out. They own all railroads now, as I'll show you.
Yeah. That trucker strike is hurting a lot of them men about working it.
Yeah.
It's been on a long time.
What do you remember about Hiram? Do you remember anything? Hiram Tipton?
Hiram Tipton, well, yeah, I know him all my life.
You know, we found his tombstone over in Limestone, Tennessee. Yeah. When did he move out of here?
I just don't know. Dove Tipton.
We went to
Tipton, that's his boys, wasn't it? Hiram Tipton lived up here on Flat Range.
Yeah.
And Dove lived down at Irwin.
Dove lived there and he died. One of my brothers married his, my Britt. You know Britt Tipton?
Yeah, yeah.
He married
Who'd Britt
my youngest brother married Britt's girl.
Yeah.
Okay, your youngest brother married Britt Tipton's girl. How about that? What's your youngest brother's name?
Jeter. He lives over there.
Jeter Peterson?
Yeah.
He lives over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeter's a name you run into all the time around here.
That's Doug's youngest
Do
brother.
you remember where he lives there?
No, I don't. I ain't been out there.
I can find it in the phone book, I guess. But I know.
He works at he works there part-time at Liberty. He used to work all the time, but he's retired.
What happened?
Yeah.
He stopped for another train.
They have
Well,
passage.
it's a good thing we weren't over in the park. We'd be over there all day, wouldn't we? We wouldn't be
have
out
to
there.
crawl under there.
So, they have to wait for them. See, they get there and they get when to start them trains, when to meet.
Yeah.
All comes from Florida.
Yeah.
I see. So he's waiting for another train to come through.
Yeah, he comes up.
He'll wait till that loaded one
Yeah,
comes
he's
through.
waiting that loaded one.
Can I ask you another couple questions about Hiram?
And Myra.
Myra. You remember Myra Warwick? Myra Warwick, Hiram's wife. Myra.
Oh yeah, I know all of them.
Did you? The Warwicks. Where are the Warwicks from?
They back up in here. There's a lot of Warwicks back up in there.
Are
Up
they?
in Yankee County, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I've carried apples. I used to go up there and old man Hiram Tipton had an apple orchard.
Yeah.
I'd go up there and get me some apples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carry them out.
He had the apples, and you'd get these apples.
I'd buy them from him.
Oh, okay. You didn't steal them. You'd buy them. Good.
No, I don't steal them.
That's good.
He kidding you.
Were you just a little boy then when you did
Yeah.
that? Okay. Was what kind? Do you remember if it was
Young man.
a nice man or the mean or
Who?
Hiram Tipton?
I don't know now. Hiram was an old man when I was here. God, he's been dead a long time.
Yeah.
1933 he died.
Yeah.
How about Dove
Yeah, Dove.
and Britt?
Yeah. What was Dove like?
I don't know.
You remember Dove? How about Britt?
Britt? Well, he's as Dove's boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he wasn't much of a worker. He
Run a store there at Mount Pigeon Roost.
He wasn't much of a worker.
That's the pop. They hear that pop?
He'd booger at work.
Yeah.
Booger at work. What's booger mean?
Well, I was jump back.
Run from it.
Yeah.
I've never heard that expression before. Where'd he work at?
They made a living.
Where'd he work at?
They made a
Brett.
They made a living.
He worked,
They made a living on
yeah.
it.
Where did Brett work at?
He worked he ran a store.
And he took over
Well,
his dad's
daddy-
Over in Pigeon Roost?
Yeah,
His only boy he had, and
Yeah.
his daddy just
He
took him around.
He just took him over.
Mr. Peterson's working right behind him.
He's telling you just about like it is.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
Well, I'm telling you,
We need to tell it just like it is.
He's telling you like it is. Now, I remember enough about it. No, I'll back him up.
I know Doug, Britt Tipton. I know how he worked.
Yeah.
Now, is Britt dead now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where's
And
he
Dove
buried,
did.
you know?
he's buried over in Tennessee somewhere.
I think he's buried with his father.
With the Dove.
No, we couldn't see his grave
Well,
there.
we didn't find
We see Dove's grave, but we didn't see Britt's.
Yeah, you think he's
Over
dead?
at Evergreen,
He's down in there somewhere.
Evergreen Cemetery. And I was there and showing him my mother's grave. She passed away a year ago last September. Rissy Lewis,
Yeah, I
my
know.
dad. And we were trying on our way up on the mountain where my dad's buried. I don't know how well we get there.
Well, you go on up.
I know where it's at, but what I'm talking about, I'm dreading walking up.
There's one.
That boy's got he's got a pushed out road, but they say you can take a four wheeler.
There's a graveyard way back here on the J. Hume, on Frank Bennett Mountain place they call it.
Yeah, I know it.
Where old man Charlie Barnes.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. But we're not going that way. We're going to go up
Go
there.
up Pigeon Roost and all in
up
there.
there where my dad is
There's
buried.
Bird Creek.
Yeah.
Now, that Bird Creek, can you come over the mountain on Bird Creek to get
You
over
can
here?
go up this way and around into Pigeon.
Yeah, I think that's the way
Down
Harm
in-
used to
down
go.
Yeah, you can go right here. Take this road and turn off up here and go right by where I.
You go up Poplar. Go up Poplar.
Go up Poplar Creek and right on through. And go
Well, that's what
down.
I told. That's what I told him a while
That's where a
ago.
lot of people go.
Can you
now.
drive
Yeah.
through there?
Yeah.
Let's do that. Because that's the way Harm used to go. He didn't go down here to
Yeah,
Huntsville.
he had to go down
It
there.
might be rough though for taking.
I don't know if they're keeping it up. We have
That's pretty high off the ground. That should get
right
in there.
down here to right up there where my son-in-law lives. They'll be on the hardtop road through there now.
Oh, well, it would be interesting to get
Yeah,
across
I'd like
there.
to try it, wouldn't you?
But I was just afraid it might.
That way I got your name and everything in there.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
I told them I didn't care more than talk on the telephone. They had me on all day.
Okay.
Now this is Floyd Peterson
yeah.
and Poplar section.
Turn
That's
it
the way
over.
of me. I retired and I don't go into it like I used to.
I don't either.
What'd you do? On this river?
Yeah, yeah, I remember him telling me it's straight on.
That's good. This is nice down here.
Yeah, they were down here looking around, learning all they can.
Everybody likes this place on account of that rock out there, that big rock.
Yeah,
Now, there's another one down here where that bushes is, you see?
yeah.
In the field there, right straight down up in
Oh,
the
yeah.
Now that bush has got another big rock like that and covered.
What about
No.
that?
That's the corners.
Do you see many snakes, copperhead? There are bars through here.
Yeah.
There's some bars.
That's a corner down there. It runs from the railroad come the line up to that rock and then the straight line up to the gun. Then there comes another, my daddy bought from my granddaddy. And it runs across that big rock right there up to 2 tracks of it.
Yeah. Now, Lost Cove, how you get in there at Lost
Right
Cove?
down this railroad.
Right down here?
Right on down the railroad and come out to where they call the Narrows Branch.
Yeah.
Then there's a little path goes right up over top of the
Well,
rock.
is that road, is a road you can drive in there?
No. you can't go
Well, I
there.
thought there was.
There used to be with this.
Well, they had a little church in there, didn't they?
Yeah. School? No.
Does it have it yet?
No, they all moved out.
Well, that's what I was thinking. And I just came across here, and I remember this over here, they had a Baptist church
Yeah.
over here. I reckon they've torn it down.
Yeah, yeah.
John Peterson, he was kind of head of it there.
Yeah, he had his
And-
built on his land.
Yeah. Just tore it down, I
Yeah, they
reckon.
made a garage of it now.
Yeah. Well, I was just trying to spot it out there.
We've got a church right up here on the hill of our own now.
What's the name of it?
It's a Brethren Church.
Yeah, Brethren. Yeah, they're Brethren people here. They're good people too.
They used to a church, I guess you may remember, a church up at what they call the Kelly Miller place, Brethren Church. Stood right side of the road, a little white church years ago.
Where's that?
Right up Poplar Creek.
Yeah, I believe
You know
I
where
do.
Kelly Miller used to live?
I don't know whether to do or not. Now, that name sounds good and well with me.
Yeah.
But I can't hardly remember where he lived.
He lived right in an old log house.
Yeah, yeah. That name sounds very much,
My Kenneth, my son-in-law Kenneth, he bought it.
yeah,
98 acres.
yeah. Got big tract of it.
How you get used to that train?
Oh, I've been used to it
Just get
74
used
years
to it.
now, 84 years. That ain't nothing. They ain't easy now. When them 400s and 700s are coming through, you big mallees are pulling out.
They'd
here.
shake the ground about.
Yeah, shake the ground.
Why they would, they'd shake the ground.
I've been sleeping up there in that house upstairs.
Make the windows rattle.
Yeah, you can hear 'em.
Yeah,
Sometimes it shake the lights out.
yeah.
So you live here with your daughters? You say your
I
daughters?
live here, but stay here by myself and part of the time.
So who takes care of that? Your daughters? You said
Yeah,
who's
I
that?
got
Your
two-
daughters?
2 daughters, yeah.
I wish these boys could see them big old angels of it.
Then he got 98 acres up here they tend to.
They tend to 98 acres.
Yeah, he got a,
My father, he's cutting back this year. He's
He
74,
he
Where
works, and he works at Liberty.
He works living now.
and you're 84.
That's
He's cutting
good.
back. He's planting grass on his. He's got this. He's planting each year. He plants a little more grass. You hear that, Pop? He's gonna be watching this video.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And,
They're getting us all down.
he's gonna be sitting there.
I had to be careful what I said.
Yeah.
Well, my father was named after his father, Ike Tipton, but he doesn't remember too much about when he left here because he was so young when he left.
I remember Ike, and he
you
had
remember?
a birthmark on his head, side of his head, yellow or green, gray.
Yeah.
This young man, gray.
Oh no, that's Ed.
Ed.
Ed Tipton. That's his older brother.
Oh yeah,
He was the fourth son. Ike was the fifth son.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but he did.
Yeah.
He had a white patch. White
They
patch of
said
hair.
that was a squirrel's tail.
But you got all your hair. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good. Thick
Good.
head of hair. Oh,
Yeah.
is that about it, John?
Yeah, we're bringing on down the. We're gonna go down here
Okay.
and try to find Pigeon Roost.
And
I
if we,
appreciate.
That's what a trip's for, though. is to learn. But what we're going to do about dinner,
Well,
we're just
is there a restaurant along here somewhere?
we just have to pay the ball.
We got some yogurt back. You like yogurt? You want to eat yogurt? How about some cheese?
Well, we could even
I got some cheese and crackers back here.
I believe they said cheese.
Got a lot of protein. You like to eat cheese?
We're just trying to make a meal up there. After we come back, make some
Yeah. We'll come out. We'll go over to Tipton Hill.
Yeah.
And then probably need to go to Bakersville is the county seat, isn't it?
This county.
Yeah, Metro County. Well, it looks like they're widening the road here, so they're under construction.
I don't think we will.
No, we won't get through here today. We can come back. This is, what was this called? Poplar Creek Road. It looks like they're going to fix this up and make it so.
Yeah, they'll have a road so many days.
Yeah. I don't know if that's good or bad.
There, that old house there.
Oh, Ron, look at that. Nice porch up on there.
Looks like somebody gets that renovated.
Fix that up, wouldn't it?
Now that's been a drill back yonder.
A nice house. The roof looks nice. Now, where would that come out at? I'm sure that's the way Harm used to go.
He said it was old Southern boys before
These are old license plates.
That is old. It's hard to tell much
55. I guess they use it for siding. There's an outhouse right beside it.
Turn that music up a little bit.
Look here, old time bathroom.
What's that called back there? Oh, this is beautiful up here. These people don't shoot you, do they? If this is middle of the night, they might. Yeah, this is more. Big old dog down there. I'm gonna go down there. Looks like hot dogs. They're tree dogs, aren't they? Little blue tick. Uncle Lewis, I tell you, this is a real power.
I don't know where I've ever been in the
Get there, it's nice coconut wood out there.
What was it he tell us about? Oh, that's before Ronald lived, wasn't it?
Yeah, he lived up in this flat branch.
Flat branch.
And see that right near the side of the hill is Pigeon Roost. So what he would do is go up here and cross over. See, Gertie Burnett told me over Pigeon Roost, she pointed up Bird Creek Road and said, now Harm used to live up in there.
Got the ground picture up there.
Yeah, they sure do. That's a beautiful ground.
You got to pick ground good if you're doing a good farm. Good ground here too. You got to go in the house.
Build them a nice home up there, didn't they? When you got that thing plugged in?
They're going to
Harm's place. This gentleman knew him and he lives here now. So let's go here and talk to him.
Just notice how matter-of-factly he said it.
It's, oh yeah, it's Old Man Harm's place right here. Now this looks like Old Man Harm's place. Look up in the valley here.
Now you turn that music up.
Look at that. Doesn't that look like... I have not, this road, see, she pointed up here and said, now this is where old Hiram lived up here, so we're going to go talk to this man. What's your name again? Go ahead and say it.
John Horton.
John Horton. And how old are you, John?
Huh?
What's your age?
81.
You're 81 years old, so you remember old Hiram.
Yeah.
Did you know any of his kids?
Well, yeah, I know about
Did you know Fielden?
Who?
Fielden.
Yeah, I knew Phil. Dove.
You knew Dove?
There's Dove again.
Who else did you know? Who was the other one? Britt?
Britt was his son.
Britt was his son.
Britt was the Dove's son.
And
he had the
Spencer Barnett married one of the girls.
Who?
Spencer Barnett. Her name was, what was her name? Anyway, as one of the girls.
This Bird married one of her.
That's right.
It's
yeah.
right,
Yeah.
This Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew the Birds too then.
Yeah.
Did you know Aster Lewis? That was Fielden's wife.
Well, I never got acquainted.
Yeah, Ike Lewis lived over on Pigeon Roost.
Roost, yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
get to Pigeon Roost from here?
How'd you come in?
We came up this road. Can you get through up here?
No.
No, it's about dead end here, I guess. Pretty soon, though.
On the hill.
Yeah.
But Fielden, he would go over to Pigeon Roost to court Hester, Ike's girl, and I understand he didn't go all the way down around. He went over the hill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess when you're in love, you can do that, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
You can answer that pretty good.
Sure can.
Well, what, did you say this belonged to Hiram?
Yeah.
I wonder if he used that basketball hoop up there.
Where's the house at?
That's there.
That's the house? Was that Hiram's house too?
Yeah.
I said, how long have you been in that house?
I've been out here 38 years.
38 years. And who had it before you had it, you know?
There's a man Harm's son, Dove.
Dove owned this
owned it,
place,
and
all
then
right.
Dove died and Britt got it.
Britt had this house, okay.
Britt and I bought it from Britt.
Yeah.
I see. Well, that's nice. That really is.
We was at Britt's cemetery where he's buried yesterday.
Where you?
Yeah, showed the markers there, you know, at Evergreen Cemetery.
How much property do you have here?
They was two something. I sold it off and give it away.
Oh, you sold some of the property off? Yeah. Yeah. What's going on up there in the hill?
Are they two? Let's see. Three, there, four more buildings up there.
There's more families live up
They
there.
get your mail here, don't they?
No, the mail goes on up.
Oh, I seen 3 mailboxes.
Yeah, that's me and my son.
Yeah.
Where's your son live at?
And in the woods.
Oh, he's over in the woods?
Yeah.
Up that road there?
Yeah.
Is that the house up there?
Already in and sitting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's
Take
way up
trailer
there.
up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Does he
see
live
it.
by himself?
No,
He's got his family there?
got a son, his wife and a son.
And what's his name?
Bradley,
Bradley Horton. And your name was
John.
John. You're like me. I'm a John. Yeah.
I've got a son named John, and he had a boy. He's got a boy, a little kid right now. He named it John Jacob.
Would you like to see a picture of Ike Lewis and Fielden?
Yeah.
I got a picture. I'll bring it to you in just a minute.
And that little boy, he came about 3 or 4 weeks too early. They had taken his mother.
Yeah.
They have to drive all the way to Kingsport. They got an incubator, and they go twice a day over there. Been going now for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah,
And it's that awful think about it.
it is. It's pitiful.
They just had to take it from him. It's done pretty good, and he teaches over at the school over there, but him and his wife, they go down to school.
That's all Ike Lewis.
Yeah, that's right over there.
Now this is, let me show you a picture of Fielden. That'd be Hiram's boy. That's Fielden there. That's a little blown up with this one here. And that's Aster Lewis. That's a couple of their babies before they moved out. They moved out of here in 1928, went to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Because they needed work. There's the areas again. That's Fielden and Hester. She got real big before she died. He died in 1939.
You did?
Yeah, he was 54.
So that's Field?
That's Fielden. And that's Aster Lewis. That'd be his half-sister. And she died in 1945. And so I never got to meet these people. And what you're telling me is his father used to live right here. So
yeah.
Fielden was raised here.
Yeah, he was raised here.
Yeah, they had some big pigs here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
Do you raise hogs?
No, I did a while, but
Yeah.
don't do nothing now.
This guy here was one of Fielden's boys named Henry. He lived up in Newland just before he died. He died about a year ago. And this was when he was 14 over in Pigeon Roost.
But that was mules that used to haul the...
That was whose boy?
That's Fielden's boy, Henry. I don't know.
He just raised 11 boys.
Is that all?
Yeah.
He had 11 sons.
No girls.
Yeah,
Is that all? Is that what he said?
When he says I do, he didn't waste no time.
And I did.
Did you remember any Fielden's boys over here? Did you?
I just barely can.
Yeah, where did you live at that time, back in 1930?
I lived back in on Pigeon Roost.
You lived on Pigeon Roost also?
Oh, running around here,
Yeah.
every now and then.
Yeah.
But
That-
Phil lived here, and we lived on the mountain back there.
Who lived here?
Phil,
Fielden lived over here?
yeah, he lived here, and me and I was, when I was small,
Yeah,
we lived back here on the mountain.
yeah.
If Phil's boys would come out there, on the mountain.
Yeah, this is 3 of them right here. That's his oldest boy, Ray.
Yeah.
And that's John, and then Ike. That's my dad right there when he was 20 years old, and he's 74 now. So he's getting up in years.
We stopped Floyd Peterson out yonder. Had a pretty good talk with him, made pictures. He's 80-some year old. Yeah. He told us how to get in here.
Did he?
Flat Banks Road. Yeah. He told us just where to turn up.
Yeah, one of the field boys come over about 2 years ago here and talked a little while with him.
You remember his name?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, these boys is interesting. One lives up in Pennsylvania and one in South Carolina, and they flew down, I reckon, rented a car over there and he got me right in the middle of it. Got me right in the middle of it.
Did you say you were?
Huh?
What kind are you to Field then?
Field, Tipton married my half sister.
Oh.
Yeah, Hester. Yeah.
I got a picture here. Fielding had 11 boys, no girls, and I got all 11 of them, one picture right there. That's all 11. That's the oldest one. That's Ray, and it comes right on down. Henry, that's the one that just died, lived up in Newland.
Mm.
Okay, and that's it. He's still alive. And that's
left to run 2 sawmills, really.
Herb, he's dead. And that's my dad, Ike. He's real tall. He's about 6'5", 6'6". And then this is Fielding, Jr. That's Fielding's, he was named after his dad, Fielding.
He moved up here 3 weeks after.
Yeah, he was just a little baby when they moved out of here. He was 3 weeks old when they left here.
Yeah, right.
And then these 2 boys were born down in Ramseystown. Ramseytown. They were twins.
Mm.
There's Dude. They call him Luther. So.
Well, they all healthy looking fellas.
Do you hear him talk about Fielding's boys used to go over there and give him a hard time?
No. I believe it.
They lived over here. Of course, they were raised right here.
That's Ray and Henry. And what did they do? Where was that hill there?
Yeah, they go over the hill to Pigeon Roost and give...
Well, he's the same age. Mr. Horton here. He's the same age as they are.
Right.
He was their same group.
He'd be picking on him. They'd be picking on him.
Why, because you were younger than them?
Were you younger than they were?
Who?
These boys.
It would be Ray and Henry and maybe Ed.
No.
Ray and Henry mainly.
We're about the same age, I guess.
Yeah, I guess
How old
so.
are you now?
81.
81. Yeah. Ray would be about 84 right now, wouldn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ray was born in 1909.
What year were you born in?
13.
So he's 4 years older than you. And then he would, what
I
year?
think he's born about 1910.
1910? Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, these boys were a little bit older than you.
Yeah.
And you say Field lived over here with Hiram, and his boys would go over there and give you a hard time?
Well, he's not as big as they are, too. Look how big they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Field lived here, yeah. But Harm, you know, he sold out.
Hiram moved over to Limestone, Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know what year that was?
No, no.
How much land did he have here?
Yeah, how much land did Hiram own here?
How much land?
Yeah, did Hiram have?
I don't know exactly how much Harm had. I guess it's about 100 and... something over 100 acres. The old man Harm had, and then when he bought the place from Harm.
He bought it from Hiram? When Hiram left?
Yeah, when Harm left.
Yeah.
All this mountain around here, we called it company timber then, or company land then.
They took the mailman.
And old man Dove and Fred bought it, you know.
Yeah.
Bought the rest of it.
How many boys did Field have? Not Field, but Harm.
Harm, yeah. How many boys did Harm?
Yeah. See, that would have been Dove.
Yeah, Dove's one.
Father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dove. Not too much, I know too much. I don't know the name though. That old man Harm raised his young there, though, stayed there 40 years.
Yeah.
Cleaned this whole place up.
Done a lot of hard work. It's like we used to do up on Pigeon Roost. I was raised up there. Well, up below the old Hattie Bank, they called it up there. You turn up there, he owned land up in there. My dad owned about 5 or 6 different tracts of land.
Did he?
Yeah. But, he kept sheep and hogs and cattle and all that, you know. Done a lot of hard work. Yeah. I was the oldest one of the last family. And was the oldest one, no, Henry was the oldest one of the first family.
Henry was?
Yeah. Henry and Irv and Val, and them and Bessie and Hester, Nora and Dolly. And
Holler. It's near Papa Holler. And we're at Harm's old place. It's right here near the top where that little creek comes right there. You can hear it in the background if you listen. If I shut up for a minute. So we're right near the top. Now this does not go through. This old gentleman said it doesn't go through here. You have to go back down. This road over here did go through Pigeon Roost. But anyway, the Fielding's boys would come over here and give Mr. Horton a hard time. I guess they were a couple years older than him, a little bit bigger. But he got to get around up here. Ronnie, do you think, is this what they call hillbillies?
His close family about it, I would. But now, it just appeared to me, he says, if I had my days to live over, I'd live a Christian life. I wouldn't be where I'm at now. He didn't tell me where he's at.
Guess he could have told you, didn't he?
Ain't that something to think about? The only way I'll ever forget is lose my mind or something like that. It's something to think about. I'm trying to do right. It's my whole desire. I preach in different churches and on the radio and all like that. I've got respect for all good people serving the Lord. I preached Sunday night, and we had an awful good service. I want to serve the Lord and live for Him. I give
That's all we've got to live for Him.
It's all we can look to. That is, it's all we can look to. The way things is getting anymore, I'm telling you, it don't look like it's going to be long. No, it don't.
It don't look like.
I don't see how it can be much longer. Why people's are killing, they don't care for one another. They'll kill half a dozen, then turn and kill themselves.
Yeah.
Every time I turn on the news about his stuff like that all the time.
Yeah.
And killing and raping. Right in the paper yesterday where a woman was paid to be drunk or something or other, and 5 men had it to do with us out there, and the judge fined them $750 apiece.
Yeah.
It ought to have been $7,050. That's right in yesterday's paper. And it's all time, it's all kinds of stuff like that all the time.
Yeah, Lord, yeah.
And
nobody got no respect for nobody.
no.
All right, this road up ahead here, this is Hiram's old place right in front of us here, and this is where Hiram raised his boys, Fielding being one of them, Dove. And before Hiram left here, he sold this property to Dove and to Britt. Dove is one of these boys. I think Britt was his grandson, or Dove's boy. And right now, Mr. Horton says his son lives up in that hill up there. You can barely see the house through the trees. You see that line, the shiny line up there in the trees. That's Mr. Horton's son up there in that house, on top of the hill. And he has sold some of the land off. But Mr. Horton bought this property from John Tipton when Dove moved over to Irwin, Tennessee, and from Britt. Take a walk down here. This is where Fielding played. Fielding had his boys. I'm hoping Pop will remember some of this here, because evidently Fielding lived over here before they moved over to Pigeon Roost. No, wait a minute. See, Fielding, no, when he got married, now I'm getting all confused. Fielding's boys, that would mean Fielding had to live over here. And I think he might be thinking, no, that's right, that'd be right. This is a beautiful place here. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Well taken care of, beautiful yard. Little creek here, you gotta have a little creek you buy. This must be Flat Branch Creek. Runs down here. Back up at the house, the driveway. Go across the road here. I'm not sure what that little building is right there in front of you. Across the way here is the old barn. Hiram's barn. Somebody's been cutting some trees down here. I'm not sure what all that is there, all those wood chips. Afraid my brother Ronnie's getting out of sight here. Going down below the hill. Alright, he's going around the hill. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the microphone, the remote back in where Aster Lewis is talking to John Horton up there, and I think he's witnessing to him. We're going to listen in a little bit while I show you some footage. Let me plug this back in.
Found out, said, see, Aster Lewis. Said, you heck.
Yeah.
So they got me right in the middle.
Well, that's good.
Well, yeah. Wife was with us yesterday, but she went to work today. She'd been off for about 5 or 6 weeks. She'd been going to the doctor. She'd had a disc in her back. 2 or 3 of them deteriorated and dislocated, and she went to chiropractor and taking therapy and all of that, you know. And back and that over about 30 times. And I'm afraid she'll get stuff again. She had surgery in the back on her. She's been on this job 17 years, works at the long-term care over here at the hospital. And she just can't stand it be out of not working. And they told us she could go back today. But I don't know. I know it's true. She's a good person.
What the old man Irv, whatever become of him?
He lived down there at Irvin, Chestnut. He died, and his son living in his home place there, an old big rock house.
Yeah.
They're about where we crossed the railroad crossing near there. Out there.
Come after me, I don't know what the times work for him. Something, I don't know. Seems like I never did get to work for him.
Yeah,
I worked a lot for Henry.
Yeah.
John, you want to see yourself on TV tonight?
I don't know whether to do or not. I might tire the machine.
What kind of TV stations you get around here? Look at that cat getting in my car there. He wants something to eat.
He'll get in there, I guess.
Hope he doesn't wet in there.
Your name is John?
Yes.
That's the... There's some Hortons down there at Irvin. That's who do I remember?
I don't know. That Unico, you know, there's Finn Horton out there.
Yeah.
I forget what Kenny was coming. Dave Horton, you know Dave.
Yeah, I believe it did.
He's my dad.
Yeah. Is it?
John, where did you work?
Where'd I work?
Yeah.
Did you there in yonder?
What kind of work you do? You farm or lumber?
No, I mostly log, cut timber, logs, drove
You
truck.
cut a lot of logs, huh?
Drove a truck.
That's a lot of hard work. Did you ever work on the railroad down here? No.
No, I never did work on the railroad.
Did you go to school around here?
Yeah, what little I went, I didn't hardly go in.
What school did you go to?
Went over here, living in a Pigeon Roost.
What, where?
There used to be a school over here in the Beta Settlement, you know.
Is that Tipton Hill?
No. Over here at Beta
Oh,
Settlement.
Bailey. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And you went over to Pigeon Roost, too?
And on Pigeon Roost.
How'd you get over there? Oh, you lived over there?
We lived over there.
Yeah. I see. My dad went to school for a while over there.
Yeah.
Before he moved. You certainly got a lovely place here.
It's growing up on me now. But
Yeah, what's a lot of work, isn't it?
yeah, well, I reckon.
Oh, what's that Horton name? Run the Liberty Lumber over. Ain't his name Horton?
Yeah. His name John, wasn't it? No, it was.
Now, I know it about as well as mine, and I can't think of it. That beats all.
I do too.
I know.
My dad on his name.
Are you and the kin?
Yeah, we were related.
Yeah, I know where he lived over there. I think he sold out there down below the school. What in the world can I think of his name? But anyway, he's the one that run that, but I think he's turned it over to some of his folks on there. Yeah, I know all about that. We was just thinking something out of the Canara Way. Now, Floyd Peterson told us that we could go up Poplar Creek and go across the head of Pigeon.
Well, yeah, you can do that.
But they're working on the road. They had the trucks and all in there, you know, and dirt out in the road. And we turned back and went up there, and then they had to turn back. We was going to try that out, you know, but they're working on the road.
I'll follow you down.
stout looking machine, isn't it?
It sure is. That'd be the way to get to Pigeon Roost, you know that?
Yeah.
We wouldn't have any trouble, would we?
No, no.
You feeling alright?
Yeah.
Are you?
We're going to need some dinner some of these days,
Yeah,
huh?
we will. We're going to get that. I don't want you to get too tired. Why don't you come over the bank?
No,
Watch them rattlesnakes down there too, buddy. I'll bring the truck down here so we don't have to walk back.
Well, maybe he might not care for me to stand with him, just get his picture.
We'll ask him.
Yeah, however you want to do it. Just, I thought maybe if he was kind of camera shy, then. Yeah.
Does your wife live with you, John? Did you say your wife lives here or you live by yourself?
my daughter stayed with me. My wife passed away about 4 years ago.
4 years ago. What was her maiden name? What was her first name?
Webb.
Webb? That's two B's, W-E-B-B? That W-E-B-B?
Who was her father?
Old man Charles Webb.
Yeah.
You knew him, didn't you?
Yeah, I know of him, yeah. Yeah, I've heard of him.
I'm going to take some pictures of it, so I'm going to shut this thing off. Ice all winter. And, you see this little workshop like Pop's running? The thing in the window says John's workshop. Didn't your dad have something like that out there?
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and turn around now. You know why he has that little ATV running?
What's this?
You know why he has that little ATV?
Why?
Because he can't walk up down the hills anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Good idea, isn't it?
Don't go off this,
The ramp?
don't go off that ramp. You've had it.
Change oil on it too.
Change oil, I don't think I'd want to get underneath that.
They don't look too good then.
No, it doesn't. That's John's boy up there in the woods, he said. You can't get much more secluded than that. Is that what you mean by they say hillbilly? They live up in the hills like a billy goat? Just me walking around here, I get tired out.
Well, they told all them about this back 20 years ago. Hillbillies, what they
What does a hillbilly mean? Does a billy mean like a billy goat?
Oh, no, just live in the hills, you know. Just use that for short. I don't know.
You know, this is one of the nicest places I've ever seen right here. I've been all over the world. South America, Europe, England, Scotland. I ain't never seen nothing like this. You don't have to bother going all over the world either, because you won't find anything as nice as this.
Can't hold any steadier than this. We're coming down out of the hog.
See that, Ron? From the porch? Back up on the house. Hey, way down. come back up and visit those people tomorrow, Ron. Yeah. You hear me, Ron? I'm trying not to talk while it's filming. What? Nice, isn't it? Well, we'll come back up here, my brother and I, sometime, and got more time. We'll bring some pictures back. Bottomland there, you see the corn? They rode a bike to this. Back up here? I saw it in the book. Where they strip them out and stuff.
I got it tied right on that railings there.
You couldn't get off the track?
Well, no, that man run out there, and he got a piece of timber and got under there and picked up the front end so I could back off.
Before a train came
yeah,
over?
5 or 6 minutes as a train come through there and tore my car all to pieces. He saved my car.
Well, that was nice of him.
I'll never forget it, because I couldn't have done nothing. Just when I got right over them railings there, I got too far over there, you see. And then since then they've picked that road up. They put dirt in there and picked it up, so you can see where you're at when you get there. You couldn't see nothing. There.
Now we come down around this bend down here. You see that bridge over there? That's Pigeon Roost. There's Pigeon Roost Creek coming out.
Yeah.
The bottom there. There's a firehouse up here.
Yeah, the overpass.
Yeah, we'll go under the overpass. 197 goes on over to Tipton Hill. We're going to go left here and go up Pigeon Roost.
Yeah.
And on Pigeon Roost.
Yeah. But they've got that there road they claim they're fixing to come across here.
Look at that nice garden down there.
Ain't that pretty soil there?
Beautiful soil.
Yes, it is.
We'll talk video back here.
What do you think of that kind of house there? A-frame.
Here's the Hughes, Raymond Hughes.
Now here's where Brett Tipton and Dove lived.
All right, right on your right here.
Yeah.
Brett and Dove Tipton.
Yeah, right down there Dove had a store, you know.
That house right there? Yeah. That's Dove Tipton and Brett Tipton lived there. Now Ike Lewis lived on here somewhere, didn't he?
No, it's on above here.
He's on up higher?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ron, you just sit there and we're going to go up the hill.
If we walk up that hill, it'll take us a while.
Well, we're going to look at it before we do anything.
Yeah.
It's too hot to get out there and get.
We had
a
flood, wouldn't that be something? That'd scare me.
Sound like they don't have a whole lot of brains to do something like that, does it?
It don't to me. What about this here, to build a road, safe cutting through that?
Yeah.
Rock? You know.
Phillips and Hattie something.
Yeah. And you know, back in that time, they had to work at the hard way, too.
Yeah, they didn't use bulldozers.
Yeah. They drilled with a jackhammer, man out there driving. I'd like to stop and see this boy here. He's a friend of mine.
Where?
At Paul Thomas. Just maybe stop and come back down.
Alright. Where's Chester? You'll get it coming. It's over here on your left, Ronnie. Yeah, you'll get it come back. That one you want to zoom in on. We're about a mile up in the Pigeon Roost. It's about 4 miles long, so we got a ways to go. But we're going up the mountain. There's an old lady over there waving at you. You missed that one.
Run this glass down if you can.
Oh yeah, sure. How's that? Get you a little air.
Yeah. I like throw paper and stuff on the road.
There's Gertie Barnett's place right there.
Does she live there now?
Yeah, right here. There's Pigeon Creek. Yeah. There's a nice little summer home somebody built there. Don't look like they're in it right now.
Don't believe anybody living in it.
Not summer right now.
Yeah.
Might be for sale. Who knows, Ron?
Might be.
Can you get a shot up the creek here? Beautiful.
There's two ladies stays there I know it was mighty good to my uncle before he died. They kept in touch with
You know a
him.
lot of people up here, don't you?
Yeah. That's where Gibbs Googe lived.
Who lived there?
Gibbs Googe married, his son married that old gentleman over there.
Okay, Gib Googe lived there, Ron. He married who?
No, let's
John
see, that
Horton?
that was his son lived there. Gibbs lived on up yonder, I believe it
Gibbs'
was.
son lived there.
His son there. Kenneth, I believe it was, lived there. Yeah.
Get that dog barking? This is Bird Creek Road up there, Ron.
Yeah, it's Bird Creek.
This is the one I think that will take you over to that road where we were blocked. Oh, let me back up here a little bit. Get that. You getting it? Yeah, that's off to the left here. I'm going to back up. You're going to hop out and just walk up here in front of the car, okay? Get a shot.
Now John spotted something in the road here. We got to check this out. We got to check this out. Now you see what this says, folks? This says "Go Vernon," and Aster said, "What's that mean?" John says, "Well, that's some young thing that you wouldn't understand." This is right up here towards the end of Pigeon Roost. And we're going to go up here and ask John for an explanation. Brother John, there's something spray painted on that road. It says "Go Vernon."
Go Vernon, yeah, Vern.
Could you explain that to us?
Vern?
You explain that to your viewing audience here?
Yeah, Vern lives up here at the top of the hill. We're going to go up and find Vern. You did?
Yeah, well, we had a show. Bill
Garland. Where's this place going to right here? You had this place over here? Luther Burn? This is great. Look at that bridge. You get a shot of that bridge here?
It's stuck back here.
Married Bessie.
That's what I heard.
Is this like Lewis' place? Is that like Lewis? Right here? That's it right there.
That's it.
Oh, that's what I do. Is that like Lewis?
Oh, that's John.
Is that it?
That's Ike Lewis's place. That's where Aster. That's where Rissy lives with Ike Lewis. Look this up here. Did you get these pictures?
I did.
You have to take it to me before. You have to run up on it. It says 4 readings.
How far up is it?
Let me go over there and see here.
Well, wait, let me back in here. I'll just back in here.
I'll end on the bridge.
bitch got a hold of?
What is it? Once you hit the other way to go up this and make the car, you can hit that. Just run it. And we might get it. They keep having 4 wheels going. But,
Hey, Steve, I don't know if we get this hung up. It's a long walk back to Irwin.
I'll go to the other side.
Yeah, I'll stop right here.
Aster Tipton, Aster Lewis.
I don't think he's that old, though.
Hester's my dad's first family. Henry and Irv and Val and
I know
them.
them.
Yeah.
I know them.
And
Who'd you know?
I know Henry.
You Henry Tipton?
Henry Lewis.
Oh, Henry
Henry
Lewis.
Yeah,
You're talking about Tipton. Now, my wife's grandmother was Tipton.
What was her?
They'd been to old Harm Tipton, and I guess that same generation.
Harm was my great-great-grandfather.
Is that right?
I was just over at Flat Bottom.
Yeah, that's
Was
where
over
my
taking
great-grandmother
pictures.
was raised.
Taking
Her great-grandmother
pictures,
was raised.
You're kidding. That's Myra Warwick. She
No, I don't-
married Hiram,
Mm-hmm.
and they had Fielden and Dove.
Dove, yeah, Dove Tipton down at Mouth Creek had the store.
that's Harm's. That's
Fielden's grandson.
grandson.
Is that
there.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Can you
Can I
see?
show you a couple pictures?
You can see Fields' favorites
I'd
in
hate to
him.
do these over. I don't care.
Can I show you a couple pictures?
Oh yeah.
I'll bring them to you.
Can them of them said they could take a 4-wheel.
Up far now. I've had that.
We wanted to go up there and take some pictures. Well,
Okay, now he lived here, I think, in that house.
That's the one.
You know which building that is? Can you tell?
that old building was tore down. It
Oh,
was
was it?
No.
over there.
Okay, this
Yeah.
is Fielden and Hester. They had pigs. They lived up here on the top somewhere, because my dad was born up here, he said, right at the top of Pigeon Roost.
Was it?
Yeah, let me show you a picture here. That's Fielden. That would be Hiram's, Dove's brother, Hiram's boy.
Yeah.
And that's Hester. That would be Ike Lewis's daughter.
My half
Hiram's
sister.
boy
And they
married.
were kin in
Yeah, that's mine.
I see related.
Yeah, me. These boys kin.
Yeah. There's Fielden and Hester. Not too long. They moved up to Pennsylvania, Kennett Square.
Now she's sisters.
In
She's
1928.
sisters Henry and Val.
I got a picture of Henry here you won't believe. You say you knew Henry Tipton?
No, Henry Lewis.
No. Henry
Oh,
Lewis.
Henry Lewis. Okay, this was Henry Tipton. Now, this is up in Pigeon Roost here. He was 14 there, and he was born what year, Ron?
1910 and 1909.
What year were you born?
I was born in 28.
Okay, so they left at 20. You wouldn't have known Henry. Yeah.
I was born right across the mountain over here, right across the mountain,
What-
Brummett Creek.
Brummett's Creek.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Quick, yeah, and what's your first name?
Glen.